Welcome to EEMS 152. This video is intended to orient new users to the basic interface of Grid+. Let's get started. The main menu is on the top of the Grid+ GUI, as you will see after launching Grid+. Under the File menu, you can import and export files, as well as save and open projects. This is the Splines menu that allows you to create new splines and generate grids from the selected splines. This is the Grid menu, where you can refine, coarsen, and automatically orthogonalize a grid. Here you can also display the grid properties. This is the Data menu that allows you to interpolate bathymetry as well as download online bathymetry. The Tools menu includes map georeferencing, coordinate settings, and unit conversion tools. The Help menu contains information on the Grid+ version and license management. The main toolbar in Grid+ has quick access buttons for the most important options for grid building. This is the New Project button. Clicking this button will clear all the data in the workspace and allow you to start work on a new project. This is the Load button, which loads a project saved on the computer's hard drive or external memory. This is the Save button, which saves the entire project to a Grid+ project file. This is the Import button, to import external files such as grid files, spline files, label files, DM files, and others. This is the Export button, to export the selected grid to different grid types and export the workspace to an image file. This button shows or hides the layer control panel. This button reorients the view to the full layer extent. After clicking this button, all layers can be seen in the workspace. This is the Select Object button. It is used to identify the objects to which you want to apply an action or operation. Press the S key as a shortcut for this button. These are the buttons to move, add, and delete grid nodes, splines, and polylines. This is the Edit Object by Polygon option. Select a layer in the Layer control, then use this option to draw a polygon to cover the objects of the selected layer. The objects inside the polygon will be selected. Then you can edit, delete, and modify them. This is the Add a New Polyline button. Selecting this button allows you to draw a polyline in the workspace. This is the Add a New Spline button. Selecting this button allows you to draw a spline in the workspace. These are the Undo and Redo Operation buttons. This is the Create a Grid from Splines button. First select the Splines layer, and then select this option to create a grid. These are the Create a Rectangular Grid and Create a Radial Grid buttons. Selecting these options will allow you to create rectangular and radial grids. These are the Refine, Coarsen, and Orthogonalize grid operations that allow you to change grid cells and properties. This is the Merge Two Grids button. Selecting this option allows you to connect two selected grids into one. For merging to be performed correctly, the same number of grid cells should exist along the dimensions to be combined in order to avoid grid distortion. This is the Global Settings option that allows you to set the general factors such as the refinement factor, the smoothing factor, the orthogonalization factor, and others in Grid+. This is the Measurement Tool button that allows you to measure the length of an object in the workspace. This is the Frame Control button that controls the display of the scale bar, north arrow, and color bars. The Layer Control panel is on the left of the Grid+ GUI. It is two frames. The upper frame contains the layers, and the lower frame provides information about the selected layer or selected object. The control panel can turn on and off the layers. A new layer can be added to the panel, as well as be removed. These are the view area layers in the layer control. The status bar is the bottom narrow panel of the Grid Plus GUI. It provides information about the current function mode, UTM zone, and coordinate of the cursor.